As the sun rises over the horizon of space, we are reminded of our humble origins. Earth, small and fragile in the vastness of the cosmos, has long been our cradle. For centuries, humanity has stood on its surface, staring up at the stars, wondering what lies beyond the heavens. The moon, so close yet so far away, has always been the symbol of our longing to explore. But on July 20th, 1969, humanity did something that would forever change the way we see our place in the universe. We didn't just look at the stars, we touched them. Apollo 11, a monumental leap forward for human civilization, was more than a mission to the moon. It was the embodiment of our collective dream, our desire to push beyond the limits of what was possible, to face the unknown, and to redefine the very meaning of what it means to be human. This moment was not simply about the triumph of science and technology. It was a triumph of the human spirit, of our will to explore, to learn, and to grow. The journey to the moon was not born in a vacuum. It was shaped by a world divided, a world gripped by the tensions of the Cold War. The space race was not just a battle of rockets, but of ideologies, a competition between two superpowers, each trying to prove their dominance in the world. The Soviets had already made their mark, launching the first artificial satellite, Sputnik, and sending Yuri Gagarin into space. These firsts were not just scientific achievements. They were victories that sent ripples of fear, pride, and inspiration across the globe. In response, President John F. Kennedy rallied the nation, making a bold promise to the world that America would land a man on the moon before the end of the decade. His words were not just a political statement. They were a declaration of intent, a challenge to the world and to the human spirit itself. It was a call to action, urging humanity to look beyond the confines of Earth and into the infinite reaches of space. This was more than a race between nations. It was a race between what is and what could be, a race to redefine the limits of possibility. The Apollo program, born out of Kennedy's vision, was nothing short of an endeavor of epic proportions. It wasn't just a mission. It was a leap of faith, a gamble on humanity's ability to innovate, collaborate, and overcome the unknown. Apollo 11 was the culmination of years of work, filled with countless challenges, failures, and breakthroughs. It was a testament to the boundless potential of human ingenuity. Thousands of engineers, mathematicians, scientists, and dreamers from every corner of the world dedicated themselves to this mission. They worked tirelessly to build the Saturn V rocket, the most powerful machine ever constructed, and to develop the complex systems that would allow astronauts to safely navigate the perilous journey to the moon and back. Yet, in the midst of it all, they remained focused on one simple truth. Humanity had the capacity to overcome its limitations, to reach beyond the horizon, and to touch the stars. Behind the historic success of Apollo 11 were three men: Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Each was a remarkable individual, but together, they represented something even greater: the courage, discipline, and spirit of all humankind. Neil Armstrong, the commander, was a man of quiet strength, with a deep sense of humility and a steady hand in times of pressure. He had spent his career as a test pilot, facing life-or-death situations at high speeds, but nothing could prepare him for the enormity of the task ahead. Buzz Aldrin, the lunar module pilot, was a brilliant engineer, a visionary, and an expert in his field. His determination and scientific curiosity were vital to the mission. Michael Collins, the command module pilot, would remain in lunar orbit, the lone soul in the vast expanse of space. While Armstrong and Aldrin descended to the surface, Collins would serve as the quiet guardian of their return, the unsung hero of Apollo 11. Together, they were not just astronauts. They were pioneers, individuals willing to risk everything for the promise of discovery and the opportunity to answer one of humanity's oldest questions: what is out there? At 9:32 a.m. on July 16, 1969, the Saturn V rocket roared to life. The world watched as it ascended into the sky, piercing the atmosphere and embarking on a journey toward the moon. The sound was deafening, and the Earth itself seemed to shake beneath its power. The weight of history hung heavy in the air. In that moment, the astronauts inside the capsule could not afford to think about the world watching below. They had to focus on the mission, to carry out the plan that had been set in motion years earlier, to reach for the stars. The rocket climbed higher and higher, the astronauts moving closer to the moon. For them, the enormity of the task was not lost. But for the world below, the significance of this event was immeasurable. This was the moment when humanity said, "We are not bound by the limits of the Earth. We will go beyond." The journey to the moon was a passage through not just space, but time itself. As the astronauts drifted farther from Earth, the reality of their mission became ever more surreal. The moon, once an object of myth and legend, now loomed before them, a barren, gray world awaiting their arrival. The deep silence of space was a reminder that they were venturing into a place where no human had ever been before, a place that could neither offer comfort nor familiarity. And yet, as they approached their destination, they could not help but marvel at the vastness, the beauty, and the mystery that lay before them. It was a journey that expanded not just the boundaries of physical space, but the very horizon of human potential. Each moment spent in that quiet, infinite void deepened the astronauts' sense of awe and reverence. Space, once thought of as a vast emptiness, now seemed alive with possibility. As the lunar module, known as the Eagle, detached from the command module, the final leg of the journey began. The descent toward the surface was not without its challenges. Armstrong and Aldrin had to navigate a rugged, unfamiliar terrain, filled with craters and jagged rocks. The moon's gravity, weaker than Earth's, made landing a delicate operation. The tension in the control room on Earth was palpable. The world waited, held its breath. Armstrong took manual control of the descent, a moment that would become one of the most iconic in history. As the rocky lunar surface came into view, he steered the module toward a safe landing, knowing that a single mistake could jeopardize the entire mission. But through the calm of crisis, Armstrong's voice came through the radio. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." It was the beginning of a new chapter for humanity, the moment when we first touched the surface of another world. At 4:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the Eagle's landing gear touched down on the surface of the moon. The world was listening, watching, waiting. Armstrong's words, "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed," would forever be etched in the collective memory of humankind. But it was not the words that defined the moment. It was the act that followed. Armstrong opened the hatch, and for the first time in history, a human being set foot on the surface of another world. The moon, cold and desolate, became the stage for one of the most profound moments in human history. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. These words were not just a declaration of technological achievement. They were a profound realization that humanity, against all odds, had ventured beyond the confines of Earth. We had dared to dream, and we had made that dream a reality. As Armstrong stood on the surface, Aldrin soon joined him. Together, the two astronauts planted the American flag, a symbol not of conquest, but of human achievement. The flag fluttered gently in the lunar breeze, a small symbol of the immense triumph that was unfolding. As they looked around them, they realized that they were not just standing on another world, but standing on the precipice of the future. Behind them, the Earth, our home, seemed impossibly small, fragile, and beautiful. From this new vantage point, the vastness of space felt more real than ever. The moon was silent, but its message was clear. This was only the beginning. The universe stretched out before them, filled with the promise of exploration, discovery, and, most importantly, the understanding that humanity is capable of so much more than we ever imagined.